Hey everybody, it's Robert with the Not Move Podcast, and we're gonna be doing the wrestling segment, SmackDown and Raw. On my left, I got Jaw, and on my right, I got
Yeah.
Boombox.
Hello, and thank you for allowing me on this panel, man. You guys are great.
Let's let's get it rolling, guys. All right, we got a lot to talk about, man. First 3 hour SmackDown of the year. Let's start off. Let's let's start off with let's start off with Trick Williams, dog. Let's start off with Trick Williams signing with SmackDown. Uh, we talked about this earlier, and we both thought he was going to sign to Raw. Turns out he went to SmackDown. I think it's going to be good, though. I don't know how I feel about this Sami Zayn and Trick Williams feud. How y'all feel about it?
If you want to put him over, this is the best person to put him with. First off, he has the crowd in his hands already. Like he's just a star, and then get him Sami Zayn. The problem, and as long as he wins this feud, is lights up from here. That's all he has to do is win this feud and look good while doing it. Because the promos is going to be fantastic. Because Sammy can cut a great promo, and his promos are phenomenal. Now all they have to do is make him look good in the matches, and have him go over. He goes over, you have a star. This is easily just ride the momentum. When you hear his music, dun, 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 dun. Once you hear that, you hear the whole crowd saying, "Whoop that trick!"
What's that trick? Yep.
Like everything, his catchphrases, everything he does, he has the crowd in his hands. That's what you wanted from a debut. You hear your song and the whole. He hasn't been shown on SmackDown. He's probably been on SmackDown once, maybe twice. And his first time as he's a big deal, he comes out, you just hear whoop that trick. It's whoop that trick until he talks. Even when he says, Mr. Whoop that trick, they say it with him. He says all his catchphrases, they say with him. He has them in his palms. Just keep him out of ears and have him go over. And you have a star.
I agree. This is the perfect person to put him with. And the reason why is when isn't Sami Zayn excellent in the ring? His style, his strength is the ability to match anyone's style and bring them to a great match. We all know Trick is the future, but he has to learn how to carry a match. This man will show him how to do that on the upper levels of wrestling. Perfect person to do it with. Sami Zayn can not only show him and guide him to a match, he can carry him through it and he can work with him in the promo. Let's face it, we all know Trick is to be the future. He's meeting the present. This should be good. This should be very good.
And and, and also on top of that, we also had a backstage segment with Trick Williams and Ray Phoenix, and it turns out Trick Williams will be facing Ray Phoenix next Friday. Well, this Friday coming up. Um, that's going to be a good match in my opinion. I think Ray Phoenix is a great wrestler, and then Trick Williams. That's another one you can use to push him over, as long as he gets the win. Hold on, my bad. But yeah,
That
as
If
long
yeah,
I
as he
that
may,
gets the
match
win.
that match is gonna be phenomenal. Now, Trick isn't the best in the ring, but you put it with a guy like Ray, a guy like Sammy. One is gonna help him in the ring. Two, the Ray Phoenix is such a phenomenal worker. He can have a good match with anybody. You put him with Trick Williams, who can work, is going to make a great match, and you're going to put him over even more. He already has the aura of everything that's going on. He just has to prove it in the ring, and I think with the guys they're putting him with, he can.
Yep.
you don't necessarily. I understand what you're saying. You don't necessarily have to be the best in the ring. What you have to be able to do is control the crowd. That is what Trick Williams is excellent at. His in-ring ability definitely can't match Sami Zayn. It can't match Ray Phoenix. What they can do is carry that part of the match. But when it comes to owning the crowd, even through your wrestling, Trick Williams is very good at that. So he's still got a lot to grow. We know he still has a lot to grow in the ring, but there's so far it appears to be that they're at least leading him the right way.
So
Gotta be
yeah,
encouraged about that.
yeah, it's going to be exciting to see Trick Williams. But we also have another one from NXT moving over, most likely moving over to SmackDown. Jordan Grace. We done seen her feud, kind of a little teaser of her feud with Chelsea Green and Jade Cargill. What's everybody's thoughts on that one?
I will pay how much ever money you want. I need her versus Jade now. Because I think if you the way Jade is right now, Jade's not gonna have a 20 minute long match for it to be a great match. Jordan Grace doesn't need 20 minutes for it to be a great match. You put them in there for 10 minutes, it is going to be one of the most. Yeah, I remember how we used to say meet or meet for Sheamus or Big E versus each other, stuff like that. It's going to be one of those matches. It's going to be hard, physical, and you're going to love it because it's not going to be a technical wrestling. It's going to be two big people throwing each other around, and the strongest one is going to win. And I think that's great for a Jade Cargill match because if she dominates Jordan Grace at any point in the match, it builds her even more. And if Grace even puts up a fight, it builds her even more. I love that. I love it right there.
Jordan Grace deserved to be in the WWE just about more than anyone. She has grinded, she has played the game, she's earned this opportunity. I don't want to rush her into the feud with Jade. Let her cook. Let her become that person that she starts winning and taking out people. So most of the audience may not even know her. We know, yes, she was big in TNA, she was big in NXT, but the mainstream WWE audience doesn't really know her. They have to get a chance to understand what she is and what makes her as dangerous as she is, other than just her muscles, because she can go. She's shown
Yeah.
she can go 20, 30 minutes in a match if need be.
And that's where Chelsea Green
So
comes in.
Yeah, that's
well,
where the
not
Chelsea.
just because that's the difference between, I'm gonna say, with her and Trick. Trick needs somebody to help carry him through that long right now in his career. Jordan Grace can be the person to carry somebody. She's worked matches with Slamovich in TNA. She's had matches with Diana Perazzi. She's had matches with um,
Her name is Dana Brooke.
Blanchard.
Not,
With Blanchard.
Elegance.
My
Elegance and
point is,
Grace.
she's more than capable of performing the athletics and the ability to carry a match on her own for that long. Let
Yeah,
her
and
let
that's
her cook. Let
yeah, and
her
that's what I
cook
think.
before we get her for that match versus Jade.
And boom, that's where I think Chelsea Green comes in. Because if one person you want to make one person you want to look good while losing, it's Chelsea Green in terms of the women's division. He is the best at whoever you put her in the ring with, she's going to sell for them. She will take the fall for them, and she's going to give them a good match. And it's going to be entertaining. No matter who Chelsea Green has been put in the ring with, it has been entertaining. She has made the most out of it. And I think putting her with Jay Cargill, who can actually go, it will be phenomenal. And I think that's what they're going to do. Build that up to build her too, so that we get her name out there. We know who she is. She's dominant. And then you get her to the Jade. I don't think she beats Jade, but I think she shows out against Jade and then wins the United States title. I think that's her path going towards Mania. I think that's her path.
Yeah, I can see that. I can. Yeah, that's probably what they're going to do. Push that, and Bianca is definitely going to be her opponent at Mania.
No, Bianca Jade. I need Bianca Jade. I need it. I just need it.
So the next thing we have on the list, we had Carmelo Hayes continue on the open challenges. We had Carmelo Hayes versus Johnny Guerrero. Great match all around, man. Both of them great talent. Melo don't miss, man. Just with the win, dog. Um,
I'm waiting for next week. I'm waiting for this Friday because it looks like it might be him versus Ilya again. I need it again. I just need it one more time. I can watch them wrestle every single week for an entire year. Him and Ilya. I can just watch it every day.
The interesting thing about Carmelo Hayes is the reason I liked him and Trick, and I hope they don't There's a chance they may end up back together, teaming or feuding or whatever. But the reason I like them is because they're actually kind of opposites. Whereas Trick isn't necessarily the best in the ring, Carmelo's kind of there. At a young age, that guy can go in the ring with anyone. He's ready as far as that side of wrestling. However, Trick does connect a little better, whereas Carmelo is still growing. He has charisma. I don't want to make it seem like he's a square one guy. He's definitely not. But Trick has levels to him on that. And Carmelo, I think they're just now really starting to work into what he can be. I think we just basically got introduced to him on the main stage over the past year and change. But this is
Yeah.
about the time where we may start to see him. Okay, let's see what he looks like with the Intercontinental title, with the U.S. title. I think we're going to see him at some point of the year with a mid card title. And this is how I think it begins.
Yeah, I think this reign lasts a long time. And I know he's still doing the open challenges. I don't want this ring. I don't want to see him do it too much. I want him to do it a couple times and then stop it. I need the him persona to really take form to where I am like when he was in NXT. I am him. No one's better than me. And every time y'all step up, I'm gonna prove it. I may put this title on, but I'm going to win. I need that him persona again. To where like it looks like now his character lost his confidence and he's now getting it back. And I think this US title run is to get his confidence back and he's going to take it to bigger and better heights. That's what I don't need from Melo. Because Trick, all the confidence is there. Like you said, they're polar opposites but the same at the same time. Trick Williams has all the confidence with the charisma, but he's not the best in the ring. But he's going to make you believe everything he says. Like whoop that tricking in all the catchphrases, everything. He's like I don't want to say the Rock because that's cliche, but like with all the catchphrases and the way he moves, it's rock toned. Where it's like, yes, I'm gonna hit you with a catchphrase and it's gonna stick forever. I'm gonna hit you with something and you're gonna think about it forever. He had everybody call him the Trick and A champ. That is like he went to another company and got over in another company while he's still over here. That's not easy to do. So I think that's what's gonna happen. I think Trick is going to take the title for him, ironically.
Probably. Leading up to that, we had. So the next match we had, it technically wasn't a match. Drew McIntyre came out. He told Cody what the 3 stages were for the 3 stages of Hell match. The first stage is a one-on-one match. The second stage is a Falls Anywhere match. And the third stage is a steel cage match. And then he proceeded to go to the ring, take Cody's photo of him and his father, and burn it and put it in a trash can to play mind games with Cody. I mean, me personally, I think Drew's in Cody's head. I think this might be Drew's time. What's your thoughts on it, Jaw?
Give me 1 second.
Uh, B-Box.
This is interesting. Obviously, they don't do this without Cody say so. As far as how far they took it, I would be kind of shocked to see them take the title off Cody like this. But they are really wringing everything they can out of this feud. After this, the feud basically has to be over one way or the other. We've gotten this now. So this has to be the finality of this feud. I'm ready to see where it goes from here. What's next?
Yeah, that's the big question. What's next?
And also, don't get it twisted. This is probably going to be an insane match. These guys are probably not going to hold back.
Yeah, it's going to be a good match. But yeah, I honestly think Drew's gonna get it here, and then at the end, Roman returns.
I hope Drew gets it. I don't. So I can see two things, right? I can see Cody winning, being Cody, Super Cody, and then the next opponent, Randy, loses to Randy. Randy turns heel. Or I can see Drew McIntyre winning it. But like, it's hard to say Drew doesn't win it. It's hard when like he's as over as he is, how deep the everything has gotten. And like it's a three stages of hell match. This is it for the feud. This is it. You cannot. It's over. And the only way I see him losing is if Jacob Fatu returns.
Yep.
The only way I see him losing is if Jacob Fatu returns because we don't know what happened. They're acting like they're asking Cody, did he take out Jacob? This, that, and third, everything that's going on. We don't know. So that's still in the limbo.
I don't
It's still
know
in
if
the
that's
limbo.
the plan for the. I don't know if that's the plan for the match, but best believe when Jacob Fatu returns, he will be booked as a massive deal.
Jacob as a heel?
No, that he's going to be a massive deal.
Oh, deal, yes. And then he's going after whoever took him out. And they're not gonna have some little. It's not gonna be solo on him. It's not gonna be nobody small either. It has to be a big name that took him out. It has to be because he's going to be in that main card situation because you can't keep him in the mid card. He's too big. He's too good a wrestler. Too big. Everything to be in the mid card because every time you bring him out, it's a huge pop. It's a huge ovation. And now he's taking time away to come back to an even bigger pop. There's no way you can have him in the mid card. It has to be a main card.
Yep. So he might make his return. So leading to that, before the final match, we had Chelsea Green and what's the girl's name? Julia.
Julia and Kiana Grace. Kiana. Oh, I forgot her name. The other girl name.
Oh, Julia won the title back. She won the United States title back.
It's a quiet crowd.
Yeah,
I don't know why they did that.
that was kind of messed up.
Chelsea Green is by far the biggest draw in the mid card you have right now. That's not named Becky Lynch. Taking the title off of her without building Julia up is stupid. I don't know where you go from here. Do you give Chelsea back the belt? Who's going to take it off of Julia? It doesn't make sense. Michin is out. BFAB's out. You have no mid card right now for the women's division. Everyone's gone. You have no women's division on SmackDown in general right now. It's just Jade Cargill and nobody else. So like giving her
I,
the
my,
belt makes no sense.
I myself have no problem with Julia winning the title. I
Interesting.
looked at what I look at what the WWE has done so far this year, especially once we get to Raw. It seems like they're taking this to a different direction. And I think they may be more retro, more wrestle centric than they have been in quite some time. So I don't have a problem with Julia winning the belt, but it has to lead somewhere. Okay, you just can't have her win the belt to do nothing with her now. This has to go somewhere where we begin to have an interest in Julia. So let's see. Let's see. I'm willing to give it time and not just base it on, well, she won it. No, I got to see where they're going with this.
Yeah, at this moment as well, she won it. I love for them to expand on it because Julia is a great wrestler. The only problem is her English, which is ironic because she speaks English pretty rarely, regularly. So it's honestly interesting that they have her like she doesn't speak. You have her a translate, a person for her. The person with her is good, but like they're not giving them the material to work. So now it's she's champion. You have to bring somebody up now. Is Sol Ruka? Is she a traditional champion for Sol Ruka? What are you doing? Because don't know what's going on. Jada Parker is dissipated. Is Jada Parker coming up? There's like a lot of things. No one. You don't have a division right now. You have to bring women up now. You have to.
Yep. We're just gonna have to wait and see, man. I mean, they might bring someone up this Friday.
Very true.
You never know. But leading to that, the main event, we had an Emirates match between Damian Priest and Aleister Black. Uh, what's her face? Damn. What's his wife's
Zelina, Zelina
Zelina.
Vega.
Zelina Vega tried to interfere, opened up the amulets, and Rhea Ripley was in the amulets. Rhea Ripley hit her with a riptide, took her out the match. Damian Priest hit him with a choke slam off the amulets, threw his ass in the ambulance, and won the match. What's Shaw's thoughts on it?
I don't like superstars in two different feuds that don't coincide with each other. I don't really like that. How she beefed with the Kabuki Warriors in this feud, but the Kabuki Warriors won't intervene on this feud. I don't like things like that. I mean, I don't see the appeal in this. I get what they're trying to do. They're trying to build Aleister Black and Damian Priest and Selena Vega. They're trying to build them by bringing Rhea into it, but it's just like it's not working. They're having good matches, but like the promo wise, the chemistry isn't there. You have to know when it's not there and move off from it. Damian Priest is not a face. Aleister Black is not a heel. Those two, both should be flipped. Aleister should be the heel, the face, who like the mysterious face, and Damian Priest should be the Darren Hill. That's how it should be. Damian Priest, when he was a heel, was on the top of his game. As a face, it's not working. The weapon time, it's not working. It's just not.
I'm okay with this. Actually I enjoyed the feud because it reminds me a lot of a young Damian Priest making his way up, and Aleister Black also being an indie guy. It shows when I watch them. I see a lot of the indie styling in them. So the in ring part, I'm a huge fan of when it comes to these two. I just don't know how long you going to carry this out. Like I feel like this feud has to reach a conclusion now.
And I
Like
think that was the
this is
conclusion.
played. This feud has kind of ran its course, and we know what Damian Priest is capable of going on to do. But I'm more interested to know what are you going to do with Aleister Black now? Okay, once the Damian Priest has subsided, what's next for him? Are you just going to have him? Are you going to fade him into the mid card? What's the plan with him? Is there a plan with him? I'm just curious to see how the WWE deals with him going forward because his character, I think, actually may be better suited for Raw. But so be it. He's on SmackDown. Let's see what's going. Let's see what happens to him.
That's my thing. It is suited better suited for Raw. The problem is, it's too many hills on Raw. All the champions besides CM Punk, well, the Usos are now champions, but like it's too many hills on Raw to place somebody on Raw. And in SmackDown, no one knows what they are. One day someone's a face, one day somebody's a heel. SmackDown is too confusing on who's a heel, who's a face. Everybody's trying to be a tweener. It doesn't make sense. Your top heel on SmackDown is a tweener and Drew McIntyre. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's just not like it's too who's a heel, who's a face. No one is selectively picking one on SmackDown. Where in Raw, all the top guys are heels.
Yeah.
It's just
So
they
I
just need
mean,
to iron some stuff out. That's all. My fault.
in all honesty, the first 3 hour Raw, I rated a 4 out of 5. What's y'all's ratings on it?
I give it a 6 because I see what they're trying to do. They're making it longer so that the matches could go longer. They're trying to go more into wrestling, less storyline, more wrestling, and making it longer means that more you have more time to wrestle. Everyone does. So I give it a 6 for what they're working out, the format, what they're trying to do. But overall, it was okay at best.
It was a very good. I would say it was a very good Raw, and this Raw, if anything, tells me more what I mentioned earlier about the direction of them being more wrestle centric. Um, a lot of their champions now are guys who can really go. You know, it's Yes, they have characters, they have the charisma and all of that, but in the ring, these guys can actually go as opposed to just going through motions. It seems to me that the WWE is making a shift. We'll see if that statement holds up over time this year. We'll see if it holds up. But
Is
from
it?
what I saw
Oh,
between SmackDown and Raw, I think we're seeing the new age of wrestling. This is a new wrestle centric era.
yeah,
What are you saying, Joe?
my fault. I had got a call. So, bomb. Remember earlier when SmackDown first became a thing, and how SmackDown was the place where people wrestled, and Raw was more driven on storyline. I think
Yeah.
it's flipped now. More or less, Raw is where wrestling happens. If you are really good at that, Raw is where you need to be. But if you are a storyline guy, SmackDown is where you are. Because SmackDown is more driven on story, and some of them stories don't pan out. I think they got to could shoot like a guy like Johnny Gargano on top, Ciampa, they should be on Raw because those guys are workmen. They're not storyline guys. They're workmen. They make the best out of storylines. But if you put them in the ring, they are going to make gold no matter what. And it's just, yeah, SmackDown is just more about the about that stuff nowadays.
All right, so we're gonna move on to Raw. We're gonna start off with the first match of the night. We had Rhea Ripley and Io Sky going for the tag team titles against the Kabuki Warriors. Rhea Ripley and Io Sky wins. It was a great match, all honesty. Um, I had a feeling Rhea and Io was gonna win this. I actually like it. People complains. People been complaining about Rhea being a single champ. Now she's a tag team champ, so maybe people can be happy. Um, how y'all feel about this match?
I mean, not surprised. It was too predictable for my liking. But I really wanted to see a Kabuki Warriors title reign, a legit one. I knew he wasn't gonna get it, but I was looking forward for it. Now this all this is left to is the tag team division. What is about to happen? You got a whole bunch of tag teams. What are you about to do with them? I'm seeing TLC, but like I don't know. What do we do? Because the tag titles are now going to be on the pay per view. Rhea Ripley has the belt. Two of your biggest stars have the tag titles. What do you do now?
I wasn't crazy about them losing the titles either because I did want to see a Kabuki Warriors reign. I've said for years, I think Asuka is one of the greatest women wrestlers of all time. And for people to truly understand that, you have to watch her Joshi matches. Incredible. Now, that being said, if you told me that the Kabuki Warriors losing the title was going to lead into a major Asuka versus Kyrie Sane match and let them go Joshi style, sign me up. But that's what this has to lead to. You can't now just throw out the Kabuki Warriors and say, here they are again. There has to be something for them to have such a short reign. It has to go somewhere. We'll see.
Yeah, I agree. Maybe we'll have that. So our
Hopefully
second
for
match
Mania.
tonight.
Hopefully for Mania, and they let them go. And you can't give them 5 minutes. You can't give them 10. You got to give them a 20-minute match like that and let them cook.
Give them 20. You give them 20 minutes and they'll have everyone on their toes.
Yes.
Yeah, I agree. Our second match of the night, we had the man versus Maxine Dupree. The man got the win. Um, the way she won it, honestly, I mean, it fits her character. Um, I think, I think Maxine might get the belt back. I'm hoping she does. Her reign was too short, honestly, in my opinion.
I mean, it was short, but it served its purpose. People actually believe Maxine Dupree is like people believe in her now. They made her a certified like an actual like people believe People are invested in her. They made her a character worth watching and did his job. Her getting the title did his job. And this was the best match she's had since she's wrestled. She's consistently getting better. And that match last night showed me how better she got. I watched the match twice because I thought I was bugging what I seen. It was amazing. Becky sold for her. Like it had me thinking Becky was actually going to lose until she didn't. It had everybody on the edge of their feet. The crowd was invested. You can't help but not like Maxine Dupri.
I wish she would have had a different kind of reign because we never really got to see her operate in a high profile match with someone else as the title holder. So I would have liked to have seen her with the title do more, but she may be one of those people where she's better chasing than she is the champion.
Yeah, I
I
can see
mean,
that.
she's improved tremendously though. That's one thing. Like
Oh
since
yeah,
they
I don't
put the
take that
title on
from
her,
her. Not just that, she's
tremendously.
improved. She's improved in front of us from when she first got on TV.
Yes, and I'll applaud the. And you could tell she really cares and she's really trying. And
She is.
to get by, and the fact that they gave her the title for us to get behind that, and we all gravitated towards it was great. She served her purpose as champion. It may have been short, but it served its purpose. I don't think she won't get it again. I think she gets it again, but I think they gave her the title to see if it would work if she's champion, and it worked.
Do not get it confused. She will definitely be a champion again.
It proved it. This title reign is short, but it proves she can be champion.
Yep. So leading up to that, we had Javon Evans has officially signed to the Raw roster. Thoughts on that, guys? I mean, I'm excited for it.
I'm
I
excited.
think
My fault.
we're gonna have some great matches.
The minute he signed, I thought about one match: him
What?
versus Dom Mysterio. That's the only thing I thought about. Javon Evans versus Dom. I can't wait. That's the first match I thought about, and that's the one match I'm. It's either him versus Don, him versus JD, or him versus Finn. I need to see one of those three matches because I think the way Finn and JD wrestles, where his high flying ability is going to work wonders. A little bit of Japanese strong style that Finn has, and they have, and how aggressive JD is in terms of the way he wrestles, how not stiff, but how he works and how hard hitting it is, combat with the high flying ability of him, and they're both smaller guys. Well, not really, Javon, not really small, but he wrestles like a smaller guy. I think it'll work magic.
You're not just going to see him versus one of those guys. You're going to see him versus all the entire crew of them. We're going to get individual matches for sure. And I'm glad that he's on the main show now, but I'm going to send this with a warning or a caution sign, if you will. Enjoy Javon Evans. You cannot wrestle that way that he does, taking those major bumps for too long. Either he's going to end up switching his style or it's going to end bad. And I hope he ends up switching his style at some point because those are major, major bumps he takes on a regular.
Yeah, I need him to tone it down. Like save it. Like save it for special moments. You don't need to do a crazy spot every time. You don't need to jump over the announce table every time. Save it for like a pay-per-view or a big match. Don't just do it on a regular one Monday Night Raw. I need him to
Now,
save it.
one thing I will add is that once you make the main roster, you tend to tone down your style. That you do because you have to laugh. So he needs to. Not just because you can do something doesn't mean you always should. So but I'm excited to see him on the main roster. He's awesome.
Yeah, it's gonna be amazing. Leading before the main event, we had Gunther come out and he talked this shit. He called John Cena a bitch again, and AJ Styles came out. AJ Styles slapped Gunther, said he wasn't gonna do nothing. Set up a match next week. We got AJ Styles versus Gunther.
I think it's too early. I think that match is in disqualification and it's not going to end clean. Cause I need that at Royal Rumble. I don't need it now. I need it at a pay-per-view. I need a high stakes match where they get time to, unless they're giving them 20 minutes to work. You give them 20 minutes main event, you let them go at it, let no restraints, okay. But if you're gonna give them a 15-minute match, 20, 10-minute, I don't want to see that. I want to see them go at it for 20, 25 minutes, hell, even 30, and let them go. Because that's going to be a phenomenal match. No
I
pun
think
intended,
we
but it's
may
going to be
get.
great.
I think we may get that match at the Rumble. I think this match is going to be. I wouldn't be surprised if it ended in a DQ or something like that. A counter, just some sort of really something screwy happen. I don't think this is going to be the match. This is going to be a match. I would really be surprised if this was a one and done match. That would shock me.
Yeah, totally. I think he's gonna. I still stick to my theory. He's gonna be the one to retire AJ Styles. In the chat, it says we will be doing a SmackDown. Oh yeah, we will be doing a SmackDown watch party if on StreamYard for just to let everybody know we will be live reacting to SmackDown um, this Friday. It's going to be great. Uh, but leading up to the main event, we got CM Punk versus Braun Breaker. Man, what a match, dog. I mean, everything went how it should go, bro. Um, and I think it just pushed Braun Breaker even more. Honestly, the Vision came out, then Rey Mysterio, Dragon Lee, and I think Ray Phoenix came out to help. Um, CM Punk led them out, and the match, Paul Heyman kept interfering. We almost we didn't. I don't think we got to see a spear, or we did, but I don't remember it. I didn't remember seeing a spear from Braun Breaker every time CM Punk dodged it. But CM Punk eventually gets the win. Um, all around, I think it was a 5-star match, man. What's y'all thoughts on it?
Yeah, good match. I liked it. I the spot when he closed on Punk through the announce table. It was a good spot. I wish the match went on a little bit longer after that spot and CM Punk didn't just outright somehow find a way to win right after it. But other than the finish, I like the match. Really excited.
I thought it was a
Had me
really
on the
good
edge of my seat.
showcase. Yeah, I think this was a really good showcase match for Braun Breaker. I think the WWE has always known that he was going to be that guy, but I think more than anything that this match showed him that hey, the crowd will also get behind him, not just as a heel, but also if they ever wanted to turn him face, the crowd will roll with him. So his future's bright. This match did what it needed to do, and like I said, another time is that I wouldn't be surprised if this is the match that they run back at Mania. I wouldn't be surprised.
Me neither, especially knowing that plans changed because of Seth Rollins' un- unfortunate injury. I wouldn't be mad at it either, especially if he wins at Mania too. Because I don't see Punk holding the belt after Mania. I think Punk is only champion because Seth Rollins got hurt. That's the only reason why Seth is CM Punk is in this job, in this spot because plans changed. So if you give it a break at Mania and the plan was supposed to be Seth Rollins versus Brick at Mania, I'm not mad at it at all.
Yeah, that wouldn't be bad. Um, I also forgot it will be on TikTok. The SmackDown Watch Party is going to be on TikTok. Um, but all around, that was a good main event. We got one more thing we need to hit on. Obafemi, where will he land? SmackDown or Raw? We've seen him on both. We've seen him on Raw. We've seen him on SmackDown. We've seen his little theme come up on Raw and SmackDown. Where we got him going? I got him going SmackDown.
I
Actually, no,
mean,
I got him going Raw.
they already did the him and Cody thing, so I'll see them keep doing the same thing. And them not changing nothing up. They already did him and Cody. So I see them going. They're cycling back to that within. I don't see him being in the mid card. He's going to be in the main card. So if he goes to Raw, he's in a world title picture, which is honestly easier. Is the easier set of the other two because it's more out. Like it's more people in the mix. He got a lot more better matches with a lot of more people that's in that. However, I see him on SmackDown, and I see him being champion within the next year, being WWE champion within the next year.
I don't know if everybody fully understands just how big of a man that Oba Fibby is. He's a very big dude. He's a very large man. Pause. But he is. Just physically, he's a really big dude. He has the look, he has the charisma. He's another guy who has the crowd. I am a huge fan of his. I believe that yes, he will be a WWE champion. And right now, SmackDown seems like the logical place to put him. Eventually, he'll make his way to Raw as wrestlers go back and forth. But it seems like SmackDown really should be his welcoming to the main roster. Seems like a really good fit there.
Okay, so we got two SmackDowns and one Raw. Is there anything else you would like to add for tonight?
We didn't talk about Matt Cardona.
Matt, oh yeah, we forgot all. I forgot all about that.
Yeah,
Matt Cardano. Let's talk about it. Kid Wilson makes his return, and as Kid Wilson makes his return, Matt Cardano also makes his return to SmackDown. So, man, I like the match. I think it was a great match. I'm glad. Honestly, I'm glad they're both back. I was more excited for the Matt Cardona. Um, and I think it's going to be great from here on out with him on SmackDown. I think SmackDown's actually doing good things now with Trick Williams, Matt Cardona returning, possibly Oba joining the roster, and then Roman Reigns is going to return anytime.
yeah,
Oh,
but I think Roman's on Raw. But when it comes to Kit Wilson, that theme song he came in with perfect for his character. I mean, it's perfect. Then him saying the "you are toxic" thing that fitting well. It's all. I think all that comes together on top of that. Matt Cardona, the way they even did it was good, and I like how they did. They was playing jokes and commentary around about it too. How they went, how it says his Titantron says Zack Ryder, it goes woo woo woo, and then it says no, and then it cuts to Matt Cardona theme song, and it starts and he walks out as Matt Cardona and everything like that. They talk about how he used to be Zack Ryder. They bring it all up. But the one thing I did like is the jokes that they was playing on commentary when he hit the rough, well, what is it called now? Radio silence. They said Rough Rider, and then Corey Graves goes, "Huh, I don't think it's called that anymore." Then he says, then Michael Cole goes, "But I don't know what to call it." And how they just had the back and forth, like joking around. I found that very funny and entertaining, and I think they're gonna play along with it for a little bit.
I'm glad for Matt Cardona. This is, he's earned this. This is a guy who was actually punished for getting over organically. All he wanted to do is be a genuine wrestler. He had to accomplish that on his own. He broke through on his own when the WWE didn't want to push him, get the crowd behind him, other than to play the patsy. You know what? He got himself over on his own, and the crowd bit into it, and he got punished for it. So what did he do? He took his love for wrestling and took it elsewhere, became an even bigger star, traveled around, worked his way back, and they didn't saddle him with the same lame gimmick. Good for Matt Cardona.
Not only did they not saddle him with the same lane gimmick, they asked him, "Do you want to come back as Matt? What do you want to come back as?" He came, but he wanted to be Matt Cardona. Not only that, he signed it with the GCW title to remind himself of how where he came from, on how he had to go there in order to get to where he is now. How GCW made him who he is today. How reason why he's the hottest guy in the Indies, the hottest free agent known, the hottest free agent has been in a long time, and he was just well, he won. Indie Wrestler of the Year how many times in a row? 4 or 5 times in a row.
5 times.
He won it 5 times in a row. Like he came a long way to where he is now, and I'm proud of him. Can nothing but proud.
Yeah, he's gonna be great on SmackDown, and I think it just makes it better. Like I said, bro, you're getting all these big stars coming over to SmackDown. Now SmackDown's actually worth watching. Now that you got people like Trick Williams, people like Matt Cardona, even Kid Wilson making his return. Um, you got Randy Orton back. Um, I don't know why they're setting up the feud with the Miz, but it is what it is.
Because if you got nothing to do, you put somebody with the Miz, he turns glitter into gold.
Yeah. But yeah, you got all these big stars coming back, and Raw. I think Raw's just gonna start kicking, and you start adding people from the women's division on NXT up to SmackDown. Maybe Jada Parker might even come to SmackDown.
I need her to be on the main roster. They ruined her on NXT. I need her to come to the main roster. I need to hear the Miz Parker on every Friday or every Monday. I need it. I think she has everything: the swagger, the charisma, the wrestling. She has it all to be a future champion in the business.
Totally agree. Is there anything else y'all would like to hit on?
Not really.
Nah,
All
I think you
right.
did a good job covering the current events. And hey, man, it's been a pleasure.
It's
All
been a
right, y'all.
pleasure.
All
Appreciate
right, y'all.
everybody for coming out. Shout out to all the sponsors. Click on the YouTube. There's a link. It'll bring you straight to every sponsor. And
Yes, sir.
appreciate everybody and not moved out.
Hey, don't forget we got a show Thursday coming up, and then we're gonna be doing the watch party on Friday on TikTok. And like John said, not moved out.
This non casual podcast may not be reproduced, retransmitted, or reused without the authorized written consent of the Not Move Podcast Network. Thank you, and we hope you enjoyed today's broadcast.